houses though.
Hi, Facebook people.
It's time for Hump Day Hometown highlights. That's not the way it works. That's
No,
not
but
the
it's
words,
close
but
enough.
I thought it was a cute jingle.
It was kind of. We need a little jingle, but so yeah. I'm Janet English.
And I'm Jessica Collaço, setting our timer for not 20 minutes,
And
because that's too long.
We are now officially half of Team Janet at Keller Williams.
Yes, we're welcoming
our
a new team member.
Our new team member starts later this afternoon, so we're excited about that.
And hopefully she can come on and be a guest with us, because she's so fun.
Yes.
We all went to high school together, so we have stories galore.
I have actually known her since I was 12.
That's so cool. I didn't go to the cool, fun middle school.
No, you went to Sunnyside.
No.
I went to Tecumseh.
Tecumseh was different then.
Okay, there we are. Sorry.
It was actually kind of cooler though, because like Sunnyside and Tecumseh were rivals across town, and
so
there are no better basketball games to
there-
go to.
no.
Football games were amazing. Like we just all were like, oh,
Well, you're rivals, and now you're all kind of on the same team.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about that, so my husband,
Did you go to Tecumseh?
he went to Sunnyside, and his best friend, now, Kevin Hicks. Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Went to Tecumseh, and they didn't really know each other. And there is a picture out there that they were, I don't know if they were 7th or 8th grade B team basketball.
Playing each other.
And Bill is posterizing Kevin. I'll have to try to find it, but that's just what kind of rivalry.
Yeah.
Like it was like Purdue IU.
It really was.
It was, and now it's not. I mean, now it's a county school or something.
I mean, it was
but
7th grade basketball.
Yeah.
You would have thought we were playing for like the team championship at the Hoosier Dome or something in the
oh
state.
man, it was some serious.
It was crazy.
It was serious. So
yeah.
anyway,
That's what Team Janet's all like. The spirit of Team Janet is all like
hometown stuff.
Because
Because we've lived here, except Fancy Smancy over here lived in LA for a few years.
just a few.
Yeah. But like seriously, everybody here and everybody on Team Janet grew up here.
Like now our collective amount of time living here is like way over 100.
Oh man, I don't even want to add that number together.
Yeah. Because Diana's been here a solid.
Yeah. Well,
And
like I said, we both grew up here, all of us. So, and Austin, who you never see, he really is real, by the way.
He's stealthy.
Kind of. He drives a very non-stealthy car, though.
It's so cool.
It is. But and he grew up here, so he's got almost 29 years here. Man, I'm old. I got a 29-year-old. So today
we're going to talk about some really important stuff, because we've kind of like run into it this week as agents, and I don't know, sometimes there's days where I do this where I'm like, wow, that's really important, because on the other side, when I was an investor, I didn't notice that as much, or even as a consumer. We're talking about getting pre-approved for loans, so you're not in the void while I talk about this. I was like, who really cares where the money comes from, or if like the seller, like if you just hand them a paper that says you've got the money, it's fine. Janet will tell you that it's not true. I will tell you it's not true too, but she has a lot to say.
So it seems like everybody is, inventory has been tight. There hasn't been as much inventory. And so people are less likely to go get a pre-approval, because what if they can't find something in 90 days? The typical pre-approval is only good for 90 days. Well, I'm here to tell you that to have your credit pulled, first of all, when you pull it for 30 days, if ABC Lending pulls it first, and in that 30 days, if 10 more people or however many pull it, it's not another hit. You have 30 days for that. However, once that 30 days is over, it could open up to having hits again. I talked to 2 different lenders yesterday. It is less than 10 points against your credit. I think that there's a myth out there that is when you have your credit a hard pull is 50, 60 points.
Right,
it is not. It is not. Get the pre-approval. We are not going to show you houses without it, and here's why.
It's not because we're mean.
No.
We're trying to hook you up. We're trying to help you.
Here's the why. Price, multiple offers. Sorry, I'm having a moment here. That damn cougar puberty is brain fogging me.
No.
So real estate moves really, really fast. By the time that house comes up on Zillow that dings your phone, or Redfin or whatever says, hey, 123 Main Street is on the market. By the time you see it and you call somebody to go see it, it very well could have offers on it. Like that fast.
Yes.
So by the time you get in 6 hours later, you love this house. You have fallen in love. You could see.
You've already moved in your mind.
You
You're
could
like, I'm gonna
see
put my
where
bed
that
here.
couch goes,
Yes.
where you're going to put your collection of knickknack,
Yeah.
whatever. And I get the call while we're in the house that we're in multiple offers, highest and best due by noon tomorrow. It's 5 o'clock.
On a Friday.
Right? Who
Or
are you
really
going to get
any
to talk
day.
to you about getting a pre-approval at 5 o'clock? There are a lot of great lenders. Cody, who we had here a couple months ago, he is one that will take your call. Banks, not going to take your call. And a lot of lenders, they deserve time off. They have families just like you guys all do. They're not all quite as crazy as us who typically drop everything to go show a house or anything like that. But just know, you're not going to get pre-approved. So you could write the best offer ever, and that listing agent's going to present it, and they're not going to accept it because why would they when they have 5 other offers that show they are approved to buy your house and they don't know if you can buy a dog house?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the piece that is missing for most people is they just hear you need a pre-approval and they feel like that's their ticket just to open the door. Really what we're looking at is that's your ticket to make an offer. And so when we make an offer for you, we have to prove that you have the funds to close the deal because the seller is going to take their house off of the market while you guys figure out the whole transaction. So if we can't show that your money is good, they're taking a risk in choosing your offer because they don't know if the funds are there. So it's super important. So if you say, oh, I'll just do that later.
Nope.
There's no point in even going to shop because if you fall in love with something, you really are at a detriment because you don't have your money ready. It's like going shopping without your credit card or your purse or your wallet or
chances are they're not going to hold it for you.
No.
So that's really important. And we need that. I'm not writing an offer and I'm not sending it without having your pre-approval. I can't, first of all.
Well, it's our reputation.
It is our reputation. We're not technically going to show you a house without it because we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
And why would we? Why would we?
Right.
I need to know that you can buy a doghouse or more, right? That you are pre-approved to buy more than that doghouse, right? And in the same respect, if you are approved for $250,000, I'm not showing you $350,000 houses. And it's not because of anything other than you can't afford it. Why would I show you that house if you're going to fall in love with it and you can't have it?
Right.
So
because there's a third party involved here, which is the lender. And the lender has to say, hey, we're willing to take a risk on you because we know that your financial picture looks like you can pay us for what you're borrowing. And so they're saying that's your limit. So we have to acquiesce to what the lender is telling us because
big word.
Oh yes, I've been doing my crossword puzzles and wordles. We have to acquiesce. We have to yield. We have to give consideration to. That's my thesaurus.
Right on.
Oh. We have
Squirrel.
we have to give consideration to what the lender is going to say. And even though you might be like, oh, I could squeeze out $200 more a month, for my mortgage, the lender gets to have the final say so.
The lender decides that. They are the ones assessing whether or not you can take that risk. So, because they're taking a risk on you. It's not just you taking a risk. They're taking a risk on you as well.
So we're not the bad guys is basically what we're telling you.
So put yourself in the seller's shoes.
Yeah.
They don't know that you're an awesome person like we do, right? Because you're awesome people, Facebook people.
Yeah.
But they don't know that. So if they've got 2 offers sitting in front of them and mine is a great offer, but I can't back it up with proof, why would they take it? Why would they do that? They're not going to. And if I were the listing agent, I wouldn't advise my seller to do that. So most of the time when you're a buyer, you've been a seller or you're going to be. So just think about that before you try to pressure an agent into showing you something before you have a pre-approval. Right? You wouldn't put the cart, I hate to say this, but you wouldn't put the cart before the horse.
No.
I mean, that's a really old, dumb, makes me sound super old, but it's true. You would not do that. So just keep those things in mind and try to think of the whole picture and how all of that stuff works.
And we're just trying to streamline the process for you so that it's less of a roller coaster. That's a little less stressful.
So here's another thing. If you didn't know this about me already, I don't like to lose.
Oh, girl.
So if we are bidding on a house with multiple offers, I don't want to go into that situation setting you up to fail.
Right.
This is a house that you love, you've fallen in love with, I'm going to do what I can to help you. Once you have that pre-approval and I know what your situation is, I'm going to go in and try to write the best offer. I'm going to, you're the boss, but you hired me to be your advisor. So I'm going to tell you what I think you should write on this house based on the information that I know about the market, about what's selling, and I do all of that research. So I like to know going into that house, how many showings are on this. You can't always tell, but I showed a house yesterday. Brookfield Heights, very nice subdivision, just under 1,300 square feet, priced very, very well. Didn't know it at the time. 3 other showings show up at the same time. So again, awkward, but it's creating that urgency that this house is going to sell.
Right.
So before I left that house, I got a text from the listing agent. They've called for highest and best by noon today. So, and I had already told my people this house will be gone tomorrow. So we have to create that urgency, and we're going to do that. That's our job.
Right.
Your job, the only thing you have to do is get that pre-approval. Just get it. I mean,
Once
we're going to do
that,
all the other
hard
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
We are going to set up the showings. We are going to get out of the hairdresser chair with hair that is not dry or done to head back to show you a house at
that will be gone tomorrow
5:45 because I have to. Right. I will warn you ahead of time that, hey, I look like a hot mess. I just spent the last 3 hours in the chair at the beautician's, but I'm coming and we're going to look at this house.
While we're talking about multiple offers, let's talk a little bit about inspection, and we have 3 minutes, so we can do this kind of quick.
Yeah.
Or should we save it for next week? Because that's a really important piece of like a multiple offer puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could talk a little bit. So inspection is important. We're never going to just say you have to waive inspection.
Right. And just, you have a choice. So when we fill out the purchase agreement, we have to check a box that says we want an inspection or we waive our right to an inspection. And so we always discuss that. Typically, we're going to recommend that you get an inspection. In multiple offers, it is very common for people to waive inspection. Like, they'll go look at the house, they'll have a look around, they'll be like, you know what, I'm comfortable taking the risk on it, I'm going to roll the dice, I'm going to waive inspection. That's their right. You don't have to follow suit. No. And in situations like that, how you're probably best at articulating how best to handle that if you're like, okay, we know people are probably going to be waiving inspection here.
If the house is really nice, or if it's at a certain price point that's lower. So like this house yesterday, the roof was less than 5 years old. The HVAC was 10. Nothing really obvious. It's on a slab, so not probably, and it's 30 years old, so it probably doesn't have any foundation issues, right? I would tell my clients, like, here's the thing. I would never tell you not to have an inspection. However, it will make your offer more competitive. And if you look around, what are some of the things that you would be concerned with if an inspector said, hey, this, and this? Think about how much those things cost. Anything that we're talking about here, probably in this house yesterday, didn't cost more than $1,000, $2,000, right?
Right.
So are you willing to lose this 1 in a million house? 1 in a million is a big stretch. One in 100.
One in a super nice neighborhood.
Yes.
Stretch.
You've been looking for 6 months, but you love this house. Again, you can see yourself living here. Are you willing? Would you walk away for $2,000? Probably not, right? So you could bid up another $10,000, but that seller might just choose that offer that doesn't have an inspection to not mess with it.
Right.
That's a whole nother live maybe we talk about that next week.
I was going to say, inspections I have other additional things to be like, well, what about this? And what about that? And I think that people really, those questions come up as they consider those options.
Yes.
And so I think we should probably chat about it. We have just a second to wrap up. We were going to talk about what we do in springtime here.
Yes.
You and I don't know anything that much about, but your husband does.
One last thing before, really fast. If you need a pre-approval, we have lots of people.
Yes.
We will send you names, phone numbers, everything.
People who can sit just like this and talk to you one-on-one about your finances. Or people with an
application on the internet that you don't have to talk to anybody. Please, please don't apply on internet ones that rhyme with pocket.
Something that would have a 1-800 number to call and you talk with some random person about your biggest financial transaction of your life. That's probably not the
Call us and let us consult you on that. And that doesn't, you're not required to sign a buyer's agency contract or anything with, we want to help you.
Give you the resource.
Perfect. So that being said,
we have like 4 seconds to talk about.
Yeah, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah, but we're going to talk anyway.
So, all right, Indiana people, are you mushroom hunters?
Because I do not know this. So, in fact, I didn't hear about it until I lived in California and met other people from Indiana who were like, oh my God, all my family's mushroom hunting. And I'm like, what are you even talking about?
So as a little kid, I remember, my dad would go mushroom hunting out and I would go with him. I was probably 4 or 5. And the only thing that I remember about that experience is that my mom stepped on a snake and she yelled and my dad got his handgun out and shot it. This is way out in the country.
That's the most Indiana story ever.
That is the most Gene Reed story ever if you knew him. Anyway, we won't go, but that's many years ago. It was out of the city limits. He could fire the handgun.
It was the 80s.
Don't come for me, Karen. No. Don't come for me, okay? No. And I'm sure that he didn't even hit the snake. Just saying. So I had never, and then you fry them up. I think everybody makes them the same.
Okay.
You flour them and butter them and you fry them.
Okay. I'm afraid that they're the wrong ones and they're gonna kill you. Like, how do you know they're not the Dateline NBC kind? There
are plenty of pictures on the internet.
There's probably apps too.
There probably is. So my husband is a big mushroom hunter, and him and his family had done it. We were dating for I think less than a year, and I went to Southern Indiana with him to mushroom hunt. And again, not my thing.
You were saying too, like it's secret, right?
Yes. People that find mushrooms, you don't disclose your spots. Like, there are spots out there and you don't tell people. Like, if you post a picture of like 10 of those Morels, somebody's like, where'd you find those? And
never
silence. They might not even respond to your comment. They might just say, wouldn't you like to know? But they might just like silence. They're not going to tell you because everybody has their secret spots. And as far, like, we're getting into mushroom hunting season. So it starts sooner the farther south you go, I think. So we're getting to be that here. And if you find them in damp, I didn't even know I could do that with my computer. Damp places. They say when hunting for morels, it's essential to just concern them from their toxic twins.
See?
Toxic twins.
I watched way too many, like those mystery stories where someone made an evil salad for their in-laws and like, ooh, that was bad.
So mid-March to late April, you are in prime morel hunting season. And then most morels thrive in the woodlands, mixtures of trees. Southern Indiana forests and county parks are hot spots.
I was hoping someone would comment with like, oh yeah, we know all about that.
Well, they're not going to tell you where they find them.
They're not going to tell me anything. So anyway, we're just saying like it's time to go find the mushrooms if that's your thing.
Yeah, and I don't really like them. I'm not a mushroom girl, but if I'm going to eat mushrooms, like if you could make it really crispy, I might eat one.
Are they like tempura-fied? Like, you eat them like
can be
whole, or do they squish them like?
You cut them.
Okay.
And like I said, you put them in flour and maybe
I'm not gonna
cracker crumbs.
I'm still scared of them.
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
And if you know, and you go to like DNR, it's gonna cost you $50 for a pound. $50 for a pound.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Somebody just put a thumbs up so they know they've been there. So,
I mean, wow.
Yeah. Real fast, we have another new listing going on today. It is out on 430 South on the south side off of Concord Road.
It's such a pretty house.
It's beautiful. It sits on just under an acre. It's 0.84. If you were talking about diamonds, it would be a carat.
Aww.
So it's kind of an acre. Just saying.
What's a carrot?
It's a carrot, an acre, same thing.
I love that house has a primary suite in like the back area, and then the kitchen like kind of opens up, and then there's like a whole basement downstairs. It's one of those houses that has all these living zones, but you can like all congregate together in the kitchen.
And it's really the heart of the house.
Yeah.
It's really right smack in the middle of the house, and
but
it's huge.
Still, like, you still have little places that you can go off, and like the kids can be over there, and like the other people, you can go watch a game downstairs.
It would
in the basement. It's a great house.
It has 2 primary suites. It would be an amazing multi-generational home.
Yes.
Or if you were the grandparents, the cool grandparents, it would be cool because it has all those spaces.
But you could still have your grandparents' space all up in the
pretty much almost every surface in this house has been redone.
Yeah.
He has done a beautiful job. So it's going to be listed at $5,099, which is practically free.
Yeah, I mean, if you get pre-approved.
And we know people for that. We know people.
We do. And we're going to help you. We got to wrap up because we've been going on and on. But this has been Hump Day
Housing Highlights.
With Jessica Collaço,
Janet English,
and Keller Williams.
Team Janet, half of Team Janet. We're getting bigger.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do different things. Maybe we'll, I don't know.
I mean, like, not sell houses, like sell airplanes or something.
Oh, no, no. But I think I could do that. But no,
we could totally do that.
So anyway, party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth. See you next week.